Hey soulmates, and welcome you back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, I'm showing you guys how to make this stylish draped shawl collar jacket. So if you're new here, you're highly welcome. Please make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and also share for more videos. And to my internal subscribers, thank you guys for your support. I appreciate your effort. So without wasting much time, let's dive right into the pattern drafting. So here is my pattern, and from the upper part I left 4 inches, and from the side I left 3 inches, and here is my shoulder. So I'll go ahead and mark out my shoulder to bust point, my shoulder to under bust point, my shoulder to waist, and then the full length. I'm making use of 28 inches as my full length. My shoulder to bust point, under bust waist, and then my full length. After that, I will write the straight line across this way. So next, I'll go ahead and write it down. Next, I'll go ahead and chalk down half of my shoulder measurement. My shoulder is 16 inches divided by 2, I have 8. From that point, I'll come down by 1 inches for my shoulder slope. And from the 1 inches, I'll come down by 8 inches for my armhole. So next, I'll go ahead and connect from my shoulder slope down to my armhole. Next, I'll measure out what I have here. I have 9. I'll mark it out here also. Then after that, I'll connect a straight line, which will be my chest line. So here's my chest line, okay? So next, I'll go ahead and chalk down my basic neck width of 3 inches. And I'll connect it down to my shoulder slope this way. And for the front, the neck depth will be 3 inches. And I'll go ahead and connect it this way using my curve rule. And this is what I have, okay? So next, I'll go ahead and chalk down half of my nipple to nipple measurement. My nipple to nipple is 8 divided by 2, I have 4. I'll mark it down from the bust to the full length. After that, I'll connect a straight line this way. Next, on both sides of my waistline, I'll come out on both sides by 0.5. And from the waistline, I'll come down by 6 inches. And I'll go ahead and connect it this way to my bust point. Connect the both sides to my bust point. And then down to the 6 inches point. And this is what I have, okay? So next, I'll go ahead and divide my armhole into 3. Whatever I have, I'll times it by 2, okay? Then from that point, I'll come in by 1.25. From that same point, I'll go out by 1 inches. Then I'll use my ruler to connect it this way. Divide your armhole by 3, then you times it by 2, okay? So next, I'll go ahead and connect from my bust point to this point, just the way you see me doing. And from the same bust point, I'll connect it to this point. Making sure the gap I have in between my chest line here is no more than 0.5, okay? So next thing is to impute my body measurement. Bust divided by 4, I'll mark it down. Plus this half inches here, I'll replace it back. On the bust divided by 4, I'll mark it down. Measure at this point, what I have here, and replace it back. Waist divided by 4, I'll mark it down. Plus this 1 inches that, I'll replace it back. So here, I'm making use of my hip circumference divided by 4, I'll mark it down. After that, I'll go ahead and connect them together this way. And this is what I have, okay? So next, I'll measure what I have from this point to my bust point, okay? Do that carefully. Whatever I have, I'll take it over to the next line, this second line here. Then I'll mark it down. So from this point to my bust point is equal to from here to my bust point, okay? So I'll go ahead and connect from that point to my bust circumference using my curve rule. And this is what I have, okay? So next, from the waistline, I'll come up by 2 inches. From the waistline, I'll come up by 2 inches. And from that 2 inches point, I'll come out by 2 inches. I'll mark it all the way to my blouse length, and I'll connect it this way, and then connect this part. And this is what I have. Okay, so I'll go ahead and keep this front pattern aside. Let's work on the back pattern first. Okay, so here's my back pattern. I'll go ahead and mark out my shoulder to bust point, my shoulder to waist, and then my full length, which is 28. Shoulder to bust, waist, and then my full length. After that, I will let a straight line across this way. So next, I'll go ahead and chalk down half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. From that point, I'll come down by 1 inches for my shoulder slope. From the 1 inches, I'll come down by 8 inches for my armhole. Next, I'll connect from my shoulder slope down to my armhole this way. Next, I'll measure from my shoulder to my armhole point. I have 9. I'll mark it out here also. Then after that, I'll connect a straight line, which will be my chest line. Okay. So here I have my chest line, my bust line, my waist line, and then the full length. Next, I'll go ahead and mark out my basic neck width of 3 inches, and I'll connect it down to my shoulder slope this way. And then from my shoulder, I came down by 1 inches for my neck depth, and I'll connect it this way. Next, I'll divide my armhole into 2, get the midpoint. From the midpoint, I'll come in by 0.5. Then I'll go ahead and connect it this way to the upper part. So next, I need to divide my bust circumference by 4. I'll mark it down. Then I'll use my curve rule to connect it this way. And this is what I have. Okay. So next, I'll go ahead and chalk down half of my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4 inches. Then I'll connect a straight line this way. Next, on both sides of my waistline, I'll come out on both sides by 0.5. Then from the waist, I'll come down by 6 inches. Then I'll go ahead and connect it this way to my bust point. Connect the both sides, and then down to the 6 inches point this way. So next thing is to impute my body measurement. My bust divided by 4, I'll mark it down. My waist divided by 4 plus this 1 inches that, I'll mark it down. So over here, my hip divided by 4, I'll mark it down. Next, I'll go ahead and connect them this way. And this is what I have. So next, I'll go ahead and connect from my bust point to my armhole this way. So this is it for the back part. Okay. So now I'll go ahead and measure what I have on my neckline. This neckline here, I'll measure it out. Measure it out carefully. So over here, I have 3.6. Okay, I have 3.6. It's not up to 4. I have 3.6. So I'll keep this back pattern aside, and I'll bring in my front pattern. So next, I'll go ahead and connect from my neck width to that 2 inches point. I'll keep my ruler above my shoulder this way in a slanted form. Then I'll connect it down to that 2 inches point. And this is what I have. Okay. So from the shoulder, I'll come up by 3.6. Same value I got on the back pattern. I came up by 3.6. Okay. So from that point, I'll go out towards the shoulder part by 1 inches. And I'll come towards the neckline part by 3 inches. This 3 inches is how wide I want my shawl collar to be. Okay. Then I'll go ahead and connect a straight line this way. So next, I'll use my curve ruler to connect from that 0.5 down to my shoulder this way. This part is going towards the back. Okay, you don't want it to look straight. Go ahead and curve it out this way, because you'll be fixing this part to your back neckline. Okay, so this is what we have over here. So next, I'll connect from this 3 inches point down this way. And first of all, connect it straight. I'll take it down straight this way. Then I'll use my curve ruler to connect it to that 2 inches point. I'll place my curve ruler this way. Okay, then I'll connect it this way. So this part is curvy, this part is curvy, while the other part, the upper part is straight. And this is what we have over here. Okay, so next thing is to cut out our pattern. Just the way you see me doing, I'll cut it out. Then after this, I'll go ahead and place this pattern on a fresh pattern. Okay, just what I'll be doing. I want to get the other side of my pattern. I'll place it and I'll pin it down, pin them down together. Then after that, I'll go ahead and I'll cut it out together. Okay, I want to get my full front pattern. Open up my dart. Just what I'm doing. Cut out this dart. And this is what I have for the front pattern. I'll go ahead and take out my pins. Okay, and then I'll open it up this way. So here is my full front pattern. Okay, so now I'll go ahead and keep this part aside and I'll work with the other side. Okay, next thing is to mark out my lines just the way you see me doing. I'll mark out 4 lines. We'll be slashing and spreading this part on a fresh pattern to achieve that drape that you are seeing right on the thumbnail. Okay, I'll mark out 4 lines this way. Then I'll go ahead and cut it out just the way you see me doing it. Okay, don't cut everything out. So here I'll bring in a fresh pattern and I'll place it under it this way. Okay, then I'll spread it this way by 2 inches. From this point I'll mark out 2 inches. I'll spread them by 2 inches. Then I'll hold it down with my sellotape. Then I'll go ahead and mark out another 2 inches from this end. Then I'll hold it down just the way you see me doing by 2 inches. You can make use of 3 inches if you want it to be very full. Then I also go ahead and spread this other side, the last one, by 2 inches gap. Okay, then I'll hold it down. Then next I'll use my curve ruler from this break point. Remember, from the waistline we came up by 2 inches. Okay, so from that break point, which is the 2 inches, I'll use my curve ruler to connect it this way all the way up. And then this is what I'll be having. Okay, so next thing is to cut it out. After I'm done doing this, I'll go ahead and take out this upper pattern. Okay, mark out this point where our pattern stops. This point. Okay, then I'll take out this upper part just the way you see me doing it. I'll take it out. Then this part is the part that will drape. Okay, let me show you guys what it will look like. This is pattern, that is why I'm doing this. If it's your fabric, it will just drop on its own. Okay, so from that break point, from the break point, I'll go ahead and bend it this way, and this is what you'll be having for this side, and this is for the other side. Okay, so I'll go ahead and break, like I'll fold this part also from the break point. I'll fold it to my shoulder this way. and this is what it will look like. So you'll be fixing these parts to your back neckline. Join the shoulders together and fix their parts to your back neckline. And that is it. So thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and also share for more videos. Please guys, drop a comment on this video and see you all in my next class. Bye.